He's Ash.
He's David. And this is The Artful Pose.
Let's try it again.
Hi, everybody. It's Dave and Ash, and we're doing another reaction, and we're still on the Superman, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because it's just so good. There is so much good stuff in this crossover. I got to look into why they did it and what the purpose is before it, because we're loving it.
Oh, yeah. I hope they continue.
So for this week, I asked Ash to pick one, and I would pick one, and then we would look at it together. And the one we're going to look at that I liked is Wonder Woman and Female Thor. This was one of my favorite storylines.
Oh, I know, and I can tell why. It's great.
And just as a side note, I was very disappointed with the movie. You took a great story that you can't tell in one movie. The whole thing with Jane being Thor and being worthy because she had cancer.
And the thing is that they glazed over
Oh,
the
it was
cancer
horrible.
part. And for those of
It
you
was a
who
crime.
have read the Jane Foster run of Thor, that is a pivotal moment. And who these days does not have a relative or friend that has suffered with cancer?
Yeah.
So it's a very relatable type of...
But the fact that they made Jane was worthy because, I mean, I know they milked the who is the female Thor, but they also did great stuff with the lore of the hammer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did.
And that's part of why I picked this story, because I love the way this crossover makes it seem like these two universes have been together all along. And so we were looking at the story a little bit, and now we're going to go through with you, and hopefully you guys like it as much as we do. The title of the story is The Wondrous and the Worthy.
Ooh.
And who's the writer?
And let's see, we have the writer... Oh, Jason Aaron!
Yes! We love Jason. We love us some Jason Aaron Thor.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway, I love the fact that they start the story, the realm of Midgard, city of Metropolis.
It combined.
Yes.
Combined.
Yeah, so we're already in a merged universe. And the parademons aren't parademons. What are they?
Well, they're a mix of symbiotes and parademons. So think Venom symbiotes from Spider-Man.
Yes.
And parademons from Darkseid's world in DC. And they are going... where does it say that they're called?
I don't know. Paravenom?
Paravenoms.
Paravenoms. So this is so cool.
The design, for those of you who are seeing it right here, it's really cool. It's pretty much your classic yellow and green parademon, but black with red eyes because, you know,
Venom.
It's Venom.
But I love the fact that they're like melding War of the Realms, the story of female Thor, and then they're putting a DC spin on it, and they've got Wonder Woman in it.
Now, what I think is interesting is you notice that we have two circular 3-panel pages. So the one with Jane Foster Thor, we have 3 panels, all done in a circular format. And if you look closely, we see Jimmy and Lois.
Yes.
And we also see J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh my God! He's being carried off.
He's so angry, like he always is like, "How dare you!"
And then you have losing my grip. Can't let go of the hammer. Or I'll change back into whoop. There's the lasso of truth.
And then we got Wonder Woman.
And there, that's a beautiful.
Now I love when you get the thought bubbles. So folks of you who read or don't read, this is one of the reasons why comic books will always surpass the movies. You can see what they're thinking.
Yes. Holy crap! That's Wonder Woman. Say something cool, you idiot.
And she says, "You're Wonder Woman." It's like going up to a celebrity. "You're that guy from that show."
Do they have that kind of humor in DC books?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is really cool. And she goes, "Indeed I am, and you are not the Thor that I know." That's another statement that makes it cool, because that means her and Thor...
Which they did. If those of you who read the Marvel... Justice League versus Avengers...
Oh, we got to review that one.
We got to review that one. So they have had dealings. So they're taking into account the deep
Yes.
non-retcon stuff.
Yes.
That's great.
I love the fact that they assume that as fans, we are familiar with both universes.
Part of it, I think it is so that, let's say you're a DC person, but you don't read Marvel.
Right.
Well, now you get some backstory. And if you're a Marvel
Well,
fan, but you don't read DC,
I'm telling you,
you already know what's going on.
in the 70s, if they had had this stuff, I would have started buying DC more.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, because this would have really turned me on to the DC stuff. And whoever that artist is, he draws a pretty fetching Wonder Woman. Like,
Oh, look at the hair. I mean, you can look at how they did the shading with it. And one of the things I love, you notice it's not just black, and they didn't resort to the classic Wonder Woman. We're going to tint it with blue for that black blue. This has almost got like a purple tinge to it, and it works.
And then I like the middle frame there of the next page where I see and I understand exactly why you were chosen, Jane Foster.
She already knows.
Which was a big plot point in that run because it took a long time before they did the reveal.
Right.
Yeah, so how did you know my name? And then she explains it to her.
Internet.
Yeah. I Googled it. And now I love, since you're the DC guy, read the Wonder Woman blurb there about the Justice League. That's
okay,
great.
so this is Wonder Woman. Now, at this time, if you can see the panel right next to me, they're fighting. And, of course, in comic books, while you're fighting, you always have a conversation.
Always have to talk, yes.
You always have to talk. That's something that's missing in the movie.
We should fight and see if we talk.
We should fight and see, have a meaningful conversation.
We can
they
do
do
that.
it in Naruto, people. We can do it.
It happens.
So Wonder Woman says to Jane, the Justice League made a wager. So they bet.
Yeah.
Superman.
Gambling, yes.
Yeah, they promote gambling.
There you go.
The Justice League made a wager. Superman has been convinced that the mysterious new Thor is secretly Lois Lane.
That's
I
cool.
did not know that about your own wife.
Well, that'd be cool, though.
That would be cool.
Just the fact that they're mixing everything.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Well, that's right, because that's Jane is Thor's girlfriend.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like, what are you doing when I'm not home? And then she says, I guessed Donna Troy myself. It seems we were both quite wrong. And I love this.
Yes, me too.
Batman refused to guess. He just kept complaining about how you
were stealing
Thor's
hammer. That's
no
so
name.
good.
His
name. Oh,
Which
okay.
I have to admit, before we got into this, before we got the Jane Foster Thor, I was a little perturbed because it's not a title. It's his birth name. That'd be like, David, let's say you quit your job, but someone has to fill your position. Yeah. You are now the David.
Well, that's true.
That's weird.
But they are addressing that whole thing with Thor and the name and the worthiness. Because they're changing the you know how comics are. Comics retcon, and I love a good retcon.
It's the same reason.
And they're getting ready to do a great big retcon.
Good.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on.
I'm glad. Because the hammer's always getting destroyed and re-put back together.
And now we have a little Frodo and Galadriel Lord of the Rings moment when Thor says, Wonder Woman, please, you take it. Take the hammer.
Take it from me. The ring, take it.
I love that.
And Wonder Woman says, you cannot mean that.
I see you with
the eyes of a goddess, Diana of Themyscira. You gotta always say the title.
Yes, that's true.
You are more than just the mightiest of Amazons. You're a one-woman army. She's Rambo.
There you go. But what I really like is that middle frame with Wonder Woman in the middle. It's given me some serious George Perez vibes.
Now, I want you. Did you notice?
Do you think?
Oh yeah, very much.
That's
so.
very George.
But the
Perez.
shading. I mean, look how gorgeous her eyes are.
Yes.
I mean that's the shading with the shadowing to show you that she's on the island. But look how juxtaposed it is to the Jane Foster.
Yes.
You're a one-woman army with all this support,
yes.
and then here she is, a lone cancer patient.
And holding the hammer, and that's the picture that I remember the most.
When you find out?
Well, yeah, when you discover who she is, and every time she changes back, is that picture
you
of Jane.
find out when she finally goes back home and then drops the hammer, and then boom.
Right. But the fact that she is worthy because every time she picks up the hammer, it's burning out the chemo.
Yeah.
That's why she's a hero, because she's killing herself.
Despite.
That's just...
She's killing herself to save others.
That's awesome.
That
doesn't make you worthy.
That's her a heroic sacrifice.
Yeah. That's why I was so disappointed in the movie, because you didn't do justice.
Didn't get that. You didn't get that at all.
No, not at all.
There was more of a heavy comedic focus on Thor himself, as opposed to the struggles of why Jane is even worthy.
So now we've had this interesting why she's worthy and them working together and making comments about it. And now we're going to go to the final review, which is lies, and there it is.
I love that. You got Darkseid, and he has Gore's sword.
Oh my God.
That ebony blade, and it's like, the hammer belongs to Darkseid.
Yeah.
Oh, Father of the Realm Eternal. You see how they combined it?
Yeah,
Yes!
that's great.
That's great.
And then this last frame, which makes you go, why am I not a regular reader of comics in this universe? That's a great picture.
I love
Superman, Wanda, Spider-Man, Thor,
You have
Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Gwen, Spider-Gwen, Batman, Wolverine. That is like...
And I love, you see Batman has a Asgardian sword.
Ah!
Of course he does.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Now, is that a new design for Scarlet Witch with the moons?
Because
it looks like the Sorcerer Supreme, like the Eye of Agamotto.
That's very George Perez hair, because I always tell my wife.
Oh!
I married my wife because she looks like George Perez's drawings of Wanda.
Is that the main...
Where her hair was really curly.
Yes.
It's not really curly now because it's gray. When your hair is gray, it gets flat and it doesn't curl anymore. But don't tell her I told you that. It's happened since she was 30. But look at that curly hair on Wanda.
It's great.
I want to live in a world where these are my regular comics and this whole world is united. It's so cool.
It's so cool. I love it in the end part. We have Darkseid giving his whole, I'm going to kill you all. Then it says, of all the greatest heroes of Midgar, won the War of the Realms, led by an immortal Amazon with a magic lasso and the godly power of the earth itself, because of Gaia.
Yes.
And a 90-pound cancer patient swinging a hammer. That right there, people,
awesome.
was what drove the whole Jane Foster Thor and why people loved it so much.
Yeah. So we got to find out why they decided to do these crossovers, because this is awesome stuff.
And
this one leaves so much to your imagination.
It really does. You can make whatever.
I can imagine a whole story now.
Oh, imagine Superman with Asgardian crap. That would be great.
Asgardian crap.
Asgardian crap.
Well, that was fun reviewing this. We haven't mentioned it, but we really, if you like us reviewing this stuff, please comment, like, share, subscribe.
And share it with your friends and family. If you know someone who's into comic books, hey.
And send us something that you'd like to see us go over.
If you want us to review it, talk about it, gush over it, let us know. I mean, we are new. We will take suggestions.
That's right. And we hope you enjoyed this, and we're going to do a couple more till we find out. Maybe people say that they hate us, but until then, make all your comic book reading artful.
Artful.
Yes. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.